What up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Another one. Welcome back to another one. Today we are gathered here to pull cards for Taurus. Taurus. All right. Page of Wands. A giant leap forward. A giant step forward. Taking action. Page of Wands. It's very... Look at all those bananas. I wonder what that means. I'm sorry, I'm studying the card right now. There's like an abundance of bananas. Is that like a party of like everybody's like the same or something like that? Page of Wands, and you're like choosing to act different or be rebellious or... sending a message or getting excited. What is that? You're inspired. Inspired to take action with the Page of Wands. But the pages are like babies. They're kids. So, you know. Page of Wands, it's like they see something shiny and they just go. Gotta keep an eye on this one. Just make sure they're playing safe. Make sure they're playing safe. Yeah. Death card. Somebody's different. They're acting different. They're being distant. They're acting like they're done with something. The Death card, they're saying, you know, it's over. You know, Page of Wands. Page of Wands, it's just like a kid, like... You didn't want this to change, right? You didn't want this to end, but that's just how it is evolving. With the Page of Wands, you're not going to stay stuck in the dark, or you're not going to stay stuck where you are. I don't know. You just want to grow. You want to move. You want to move around. With the Death card, there's like this feeling of like, you know, if I move away from these things, I'm going to lose them. And something about that is going to change with the Page of Wands. Something about that is changing, you know. The Death card. The Emperor, Aries. You got Scorpio here. All right, so as the Emperor, you're making some pretty big decisions for your life here. These are big changes going on. This is a transformation, though. Page of Wands. Like I see you fired up for something. The Emperor, to take charge, or you are taking charge. The Emperor. Protecting and serving. Something is different about you. The way that you carry yourself, you are so solid. Like your word is everything with the Emperor. There's like a delivery. You're a deliverer. So somebody could be delivering some news about the Emperor, like time changing. The Emperor. Like you may be changing like timelines. Page of Wands. The Emperor. You might go like straight into a leadership position. The Emperor, where you got to be the rock. You got to be the strong one. You know, Page of Wands. You're like new here, but you're like the big boss. Something about you being like new, because with the Death card it's like different. It's something has changed. The Emperor. You're more in control now. You know what you want. You know who you are. You're a leader. You feel like a leader. And Page of Wands, you're making moves towards that. You want to step into this big old role. Oh my God, the Empress. You have the Emperor and the Empress right next to each other. Wow. Libra, you could be dealing with a Libra, an Aries, a Scorpio. Wow, another Taurus like you. The Empress. You've met your match. You feel like, you know that your life is about to change. The Empress. Like the Emperor is going to give something to the Empress and she's going to make it grow. Or she's going to nurture it. I don't know. She's going to make it a home. The Death card. Something is very different about your relationship though. Page of Wands. Nine of Coins. Yeah, something about like messages. The Nine of Coins. Messages. You guys help each other. Nine of Coins. Page of Coins. Yeah, it's like you give each other what you need. Page of Coins. Somebody could be apologizing for, you know, not being like fully there for you. But with the Nine of Coins, like I feel like somebody feels ready to give you the world. Yeah, somebody's ready to give you the world. Sorry for this delay. The Emperor, the Death card. Yeah, it's like they didn't want to leave you hanging. Page of Wands. You know, so somebody was very like lighthearted about growing through an experience with you because they knew that you both were on a mission. The Strength card. Yeah, someone who's very disciplined. Queen of Wands, very attractive. Wow, power couple vibes. Like, my God, Queen of Wands, you're so attractive. Your kids are so attractive. I don't know why I said it like that, but like, you know, you have an attractive family. I was going to say your husband's so attractive. Your wife's so attractive. Nine of Coins, you're both like independent. You have your own businesses and shit. Page of Coins, the World card. Your life is complete. Your life is complete. Like, you have like this, like, you know, I could, if today was the day, you know, I'd die happy, something like that. Damn, that sounds crazy. With the World card. You feel like you're making something good. You're like Ten of Swords. Like you've created like a different person. Like you're very, self-discipline, and like, you know, you hold yourself up to like high standards, you fulfill your your duties. Page of Wands, it could be time to like play. You're very playful when it comes to something. Like at work, you're very playful at work. It comes easy to you. Money comes easy to you. The Strength card, because you keep yourself up. You keep yourself, you know, up, brushed up on things. With the World card, I see you like on the internet a lot, or you kind of like being like the internet, you know. Like you're definitely a provider here. The Emperor, like you're like a boss and like you're like both the Emperor and the Empress. Like you're handling, you know, this change very like determined to uh like create, or you know, Strength card, because I just see you like tackling like a bunch of like fears or things like that you want to experience. The Strength card, like you've done a lot, like you're um and there's still so much more that you feel like you haven't seen, that you haven't done with the Empress. But what's nice about like where you are right now, what has changed in you is, you know, I don't know, there's like some sort of like laziness that you don't have anymore. You're getting up. You're getting up for yourself. You know, you're getting up. You know? Queen of Wands, the World card, Ten of Swords. And it's like you're you feel strong and powerful, or you're feeling empowered and inspired by your partner, by I don't know, this is somebody, I feel like there is a partner here. There is somebody that wants to spend the rest of their life with you. There is someone that sees you as like, you know, the yin to their yang. The World card, yeah, you're like somebody's world, you know, or their world. Like there's no point if you're not around, if you're not in it, you know. Like when you're not around here, things, they don't see color anymore. They don't, you know, they don't taste the food anymore. It just doesn't taste the same. Or your side of the bed is just so cold now and empty. And Ten of Swords, like I just see somebody like feeling like they put a lot of their trust and they spend a lot of their life with you. And Nine of Coins, like I feel like they feel like they can depend on you. Page of Wands. Like they, not like they need you, but I don't know. Page of, it's like you make someone's like day go a lot smoother. Like somebody really enjoys working around you or working with you. Because you bring them a sense of like peace and calmness, you know, while they're trying to create something. You know, you give them a comfortable environment for them to like create. With the Nine of Coins, like they want you to it's like you're investing in them and they're trying to give you a bang for your buck. Ten of Swords. Yeah, they want to do a really good job for you. You know, they want to make you a lot of money. Yeah, someone's very submissive here, but it's because, and only to you. Out there, like, this person's like a fucking savage. But with you, they're like... Eight of Coins. Interesting. Yeah. Someone gets really annoyed with other people at work. Ten of Swords. You could be like, who cares? Eight of Coins. It's like, it doesn't have to be that hard. You don't have to be so focused on this or that. Because I feel like there's someone that has been frustrated. Because they feel like they're working hard and nothing is changing. Eight of Coins. I don't know. This looks like somebody who needs to stop and smell the roses. Because I don't feel like something should be that much of a struggle anymore. With the Queen of Wands. Like, I feel like, you know, your thirst is being quenched. Ten of Swords. So what's this betrayal? What's with all the betrayal? Eight of Coins. King of Swords. Yeah, somebody's like doing math. Doing the math. Eight of Coins. Something doesn't stack up. Ten of Swords. King of Swords. Something doesn't add up. Somebody could be struggling with like a problem, and they're like, you know, I can't get up or I can't stop until I've, you know, figure this thing out. With the Empress, like, you feel like you're the one. You feel like you're the one that has to do this. You feel like you're the one that has to figure this out. You feel like you're the one that has to be the rock in the family. You feel like you're the one that has to make it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't have, you know, Eight of Coins. Like, you're not trying to, let me see. You're not doing all this for nothing. The Empress, the Nine of Coins. So why are you doing this? What do you want out of this? With the Nine of Coins, I feel like you don't need anything out of it. What do you want out of this? What is this? The Empress, the Emperor. Somebody just really wants like love and respect, and, you know, somebody to love them for them and not just what they can like provide. You want somebody that doesn't like need you to survive. You need someone that's going to be a savage just like you. Someone who's going to be stunting like her daddy. Eight of Coins. Like, you want to see someone like, you know, doing good with your investment in them here. You know? You're like, babe, this is getting kind of stale. Something needs to change. And babe is like, oh my God, I'm so glad you said something. Like, let's go out of town, right? So do some traveling. Let's travel the world. We need to like shake it up a little bit with the Eight of Coins and the King of Swords. Because I feel like someone like does work a lot. King of Swords. You feel like you need to like start traveling more with like your family or something like that with the Strength card. Like, I feel like you've done a lot, but like things have changed a lot. Maybe you've become a mother, maybe you've become a father. Nine of Coins, you have a lot to be responsible for. You can't just be, you know, this spontaneous Page of Wands anymore. Page of Coins, you need to have at least like a plan or something like that, right? Nine of Coins, you didn't get this Nine of Coins by being a, you know, spontaneous, like, freakazoid. You know, although something is fun here, it doesn't last forever. And you guys are trying to build an empire. This emperor and this emperor, you know, with the Nine of Coins, it's just other things take priority than, you know, uh, like short time fun or something like that. You know, Page of Wands. Or, you know, people that are just here for fun and not really like trying to grow. You want to grow, so you try. So I feel like, I don't know, maybe you want to like start a class with the Page of Coins too, taking on some sort of new like hobby that's going to add like more spice into your life with the Eight of Coins and the King of Swords. This could be something different that you and your spouse like to do or are about to like start making together. Death card, Nine of Coins, Page of Coins. Yeah, somebody could be asking you to go into like business with them. Or, let me see, Page of Coins. Yeah. The World card. Yeah. Ten of Swords. Coming to completion here. Eight of Coins. Wheel of Fortune. Wow, you have the Wheel of Fortune, the Emperor, and the Empress here. A World card. Somewhere you're traveling to. Ten of Swords. I don't know. It's like the connection is off or is cut off, or maybe you're going offline for like a few days or something like that. Like Ten of Swords, like, you know, maybe you're not like talking to people for like a few days. Ten of Swords. You could be busy. Eight of Coins with work. I'm working right now. King of Swords. I can't answer my phone. I'm not going to answer my phone. King of Swords. You know, when I'm working. Page of Coins. Strength card. Ten of Swords. The Wheel of Fortune. The World. It's like something is going to change. Something is going to change. Seven of Wands. I feel like someone's going to come to you and tell you that they're working on something. The Emperors, like you gave them some sort of access to something and they're using it to create something, and it's like really, really good. Now they're just trying, now they feel like they have to like convince you. They got to convince you into using something here. The Empress, the Nine of Coins. They have to convince you to like let them try something on you. Seven of Swords. Yeah. It's like someone doesn't, you know, trust it. Somebody just doesn't trust it, but it's the fact that something is working and it is different here. I don't know. Somebody is bragging kind of like about how something is turning out. Seven of Swords. You know, they wanted you to be like a liar or full of crap, and you're not. You're so Like you did something, you made something on your own, you created some sort of like business. With the Eight of Coins, you definitely started from the bottom. 10 of Swords, you know, something about you is real and rare. With the Queen of Wands, it is very much attractive. Um, you know, there's not a lot of people like you around or still around, right? So with the Page of Wands, I almost feel like you're trying to show people or show someone that you're actually interested. You know, you're trying to court them and stuff. Page of Coins, you're being polite. You're like asking them on a date. Strength card, you know, you're dressing up. You are kind of, you know, taking them on extravagant trips and shit. Wow, Eight of Coins. King of Swords. It's almost like you're showing off with this person. Like to yourself though, like look what I can provide. I feel so, you know, happy that, you know, that my spouse can count on me, you know. Something feels very purposeful here. Seven of Wands, Seven of Swords. Someone feels untrustworthy. Seven of Wands. Yeah, they're like, don't you see me trying hard? Eight of Coins. It shouldn't feel like work. That's how somebody feels. You know, the Wheel of Fortune. You could be asking them, you could be asking somebody else, like why are you like here then with the Death card? Or why are you back? Or, you know, why do this? Why do that? Ten of Swords. Knight of Coins. Someone feels like bad for kind of making you work so hard at first when they liked you too, but you know, in retrospect with the King of Swords though, it kind of made you, it kind of like shifted you into gear, into like, you know, like bossing up and going after what you want, you know. So you were both blessed in this situation with the Ten of Swords. It didn't seem like it at first, but you meeting somebody, or you traveling somewhere, or you, there's something about you being spontaneous. And maybe, yeah, you're not usually like that with the Ten of Swords, but there's something about this person that just makes you want to get up and go. It makes you want to take action. It makes you want to speak up for yourself. And it helps you get rid of some sort of like anxiety or fear of expressing your emotions, because you know you don't have so much pressure on you. This is like a slow, easy release of pressure when you are in this safe space to talk about, you know, this change that you're going through. Yeah, I just feel like this Emperor has like the best hugs ever. The Empress or the Empress is just so like motherly and caring and nurturing, and you know they're both very nurturing. They both care. They both want to provide. Seven of Cups. Seven of Coins. Temperance. And the King of Wands. The Sun. Queen of Swords. The Fool. something or someone wants to still like get to know you better or hold on or dig deeper or stick around. Knight of Coins, because they feel like there's something there. The Emperor and the Empress, the Death card, the Nine of Coins. Like I feel like Page of Wands, because I feel like something starts and then is over really quickly with the Ten of Swords, and you feel kind of like betrayed. Like, damn, like you let me meet this person and I gotta move in like a week. Like, damn. Eight of Coins, King of Swords. But I feel like you remain in contact though. You know, it could be like a spontaneous, trip somewhere, Ten of Swords, and I don't know, where something is going to take work and, something, King of Swords, Seven of Wands, Seven of Swords. But this work that you're doing, you know, Knight of Coins, this routine that you're following is going to open up a lot of possibilities for you with the Seven of Coins, the Temperance card, the King of Wands. I wonder, because you got a lot of options here with the Seven of Cups and the Seven of Coins and the Temperance and the King of Wands. You're going to be exposed to a lot of different elements here. You got the Seven of Cups, Seven of Coins, but even in these two, like there's like water and fire, and you have the Seven of Wands over here, 777. So, and you have the luckiest card in the deck. Um, you could be feeling very blessed right now. You feel like the more like patient and careful you are with how you deal with something or someone here, the more you get out of it. Oh my God, you also have the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands. Like y'all really motivate each other to grow, and you give each other that time to grow. Or this could be you and your business and shit, like how you handle your business. You're very happy with how somebody handles their business. You like that they work a lot. You like that they Ten of Swords, the World card, the Queen of Wands, that they let you be yourself, your true authentic self. You feel the love from them with the Nine of Cups. You feel appreciated by them, which makes you want to give more to them. With the Death card, you don't want something to end ever. You want something to last forever. And that's crazy that I'm getting last forever with this Death card. That's crazy. This is definitely a story about a diamond. I love this. Page of Wands. Yeah. Something about you is very real and rare. And, if people, you know, want to be in your world, they gotta, act like it's Seven of Swords. I don't know. Let's see here. There's something really funny about this Seven of Swords because the communication is just what keeps on, what keeps something in the air. Seven of Swords, Ten of Swords. It's like avoiding touchy subjects that could, you know, destroy um, the strength of our relationship. Avoiding touchy subjects. King of Swords. you know, keeping something on track. Seven of Cups, you know, always being open and available. The Temperance card, yeah. It's like somebody like really wants to like make it with you, really wants to be happy with you. They want you to be happy, so they're going to do things, you know, to keep you satisfied. Somebody wants to keep you full. Yeah, they want this to last for. Seven of Wands. They're always going to be willing to like change. Like they put you first. Wow. Like you really make somebody happy. Could be this Aries, this Scorpio, this Libra, this Sagittarius, this Leo. You really, really, really do it for somebody. And they want to like change things up for you. They want to, you know, give you room to like breathe and play. It's very like, you know, like dad like okay, go have fun, you know. And you're always like paying attention. Like you know that something like runs off or is very spontaneous, Page of Coins, but you know what they like, so it always they always keep coming back to you because you got what they like. Eight of Coins, yep. King of Swords, whenever they need to like get some mo here, they know how to also like Knight of Coins, Seven of Swords, Seven of Wands. Somebody definitely wants you to ask, though. They want you to at least like ask. Seven of Swords, Seven of Cups, Seven of Coins. You need to be like open to communicate. And I feel like you are. That's why something is going to work so good. The Sun card. This is like the beginning of a very lucky like life or career or partnership or like a very lucky adventure or something like that. You're about to get very, very lucky in life. But, you know, you got to stick to the routine and keep on like feeding this positive energy here with the Sun card. Whatever is bringing you life right now, you're like getting closer to it, spending more time with it. The King of Wands. Like I really feel like this is your community, you know, giving you life, you know, loving you back with the Empress. Like this is like the people in your community. Um, the Emperor, the Empress here, like your people, like they love the fuck out of you. Empress, Nine of Coins. Temperance. It's like you both know how to like make a home or make people feel at home. Queen of Wands. It's the hostess with the mostest, you know. Man, you are such a great time. And there's so much that you guys can do and accomplish together or with these people in this group, you know. Or these people feel like they can accomplish a lot with you around. Just having your energy in the room that like boosts the frequency. The Temperance card. You might even notice people want to do like special projects with you or they want you on their team. You're getting picked a lot for sure. Best dressed. You're getting picked a lot. The Sun card. Like, you stand out for sure. You're different. Your energy is so different. And it's so giving. It's so giving and nurturing and inviting. And Seven of Swords. You're definitely her or him right now, for sure. You could be both. The Emperor and the Empress. Like, golly. You know exactly what to do with your energy here. And you're doing it. Queen of Wands. The World card. The best in the biz, I'm hearing. Seven of Swords. They heard about you. That's a reference. You're getting great references right now. With the Knight of Coins, you don't really go too far. Everybody knows where to find you. Or everybody, like, they can contact you, but it's really up to you when you want to get back to them. Yeah, Seven of Cups, Seven of Coins. Like, they need something from you. Or with the Temperance card. And you like it that way. You like that tempo. You like that people, you know, check in with you before, like, taking action. And it's not like even like a control thing. It's like a, you know, they trust me type of thing. Not like they depend on you, but they trust you. They know you're a good person, you know, and they know that you love them because of your actions, because what you do for them and how you treat them and how you make them feel. Yeah, the Strength card, that's loyalty. You guys are very, 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 very loyal. And you want to work on something. You want it to grow. You want it to become better here. Seven of Wands. It's not easy. You're not a perfect person. But at least you try. At least you're trying. With the Knight of Coins or something like that. Seven of Cups, Seven of Coins. You know, somebody could be feeling like, you know, they might have to tell you sometimes it's not enough. You're not giving enough. I know who you are. I know how you are. You got to give more. The Death card. Or you're just going to let this thing die. And I feel like you're not going to let something die. Ten of Swords. You would feel too guilty. You feel guilty. You feel bad. You don't want something to die. You want it to last. Alright, that's what I have for you guys. Thank you so very much for joining me today. I love you. And take care.